Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and Star Wars Jedi Survivor has gotten its first major patch. I have yet to play the game with the patch enabled. I actually completed the game, and I uninstalled it after that because I was upset at the performance issues, but then I heard this patch came out, and I just reinstalled the game. I'm gonna go check it out later today, but I also do want to note that the patch has dropped. They officially noted we've released a patch for PC today to make some performance improvements for non-ray trace rendering. You can expect more PC updates as soon as possible. It's wild because on consoles, like, ray tracing is mandatory unless I believe you're playing on the Xbox Series S, where it auto disables ray tracing. But other than that, Jedi Survivor has ray tracing enabled on both modes on consoles, which seems very strange to me. You should have the option to turn ray tracing off because that is a huge killer as far as performance goes. But as noted on mpfirst.com, Star Wars Jedi Survivor new update issues arise with stuck downloads, crashing, and more problems. What I'm hearing is that this update actually does significantly improve the frame rate, but now people are running into issues with more stuttering and more crashing and obviously stuck downloads. They have a rundown of all of the issues that are being had. Newest update instantly freeze. New update stuck at 75% download. Steam says I don't have the storage space for the patch update, yet I do. Immediately corrupted my video drivers. Game is broken since new update. It seems like these issues are very paramount, which is so wild to me. I get it that Respawn is probably feeling a lot of pressure to roll out patches, which they should. They should feel a lot of pressure, which, you know, I feel bad for the developers because the developers just put out this game. I don't know how it all works. Are they, working the weekends when they were supposed to take off? I saw a tweet about that, the developers are working really hard to get this game fixed up. Look, I don't have an issue with the developers. The developers are often just beholden to what the publisher wants, and the publisher is going to make the decision of, we're going to release this game on all platforms on this date. We cannot delay the game anymore. I don't know the inner workings as far as how it went down with Jedi Survivor, but bear in mind that Jedi Survivor was supposed to be released in March, and then it got delayed to April. Yes, they could have delayed the game again. Would I have delayed the game again? Absolutely, on PC at least. The PlayStation version seems to be the best version, and it seems to work somewhat well, but there are issues on the console releases as well. But this PC version is an absolute abomination, and that's coming from somebody that completed the entire game on PC. Just because outside of the performance issues, the game is tremendous, but the performance issues exist, and it's a wide spectrum of what issues people are facing. And I constantly say this, that the words playable and unplayable are going to be subjective towards everyone. That is why, as of the recording of this video, this game has how many players concurrently playing? 27,000. I'm recording this video in the early AM. I saw a peak at like 65,000 or something like that. This game is still gonna sell incredibly well because, while I am upset about the performance issues, and again, thanks to EA for hooking me up with a copy of the game, but I'm going to be real, I'm upset about the performance issues. A lot of people, I had a buddy buy the game on PC, and they were like, you know what, there's frame drops, but the game is so good that I still really enjoy it. That is the reality of why these games are coming out the way they are, because I am in the minority as far as complaining about stuff like performance issues. A lot of people probably buy the game and they're probably really enjoying it. Like, if you go onto the store page, it's not mostly negative anymore. It actually jumped up to mixed at 55% positive, but you also have to remember that the amount of people that are reviewing these games on Steam versus the amount of people that are actually buying and playing the game, it's a totally different ball game. And generally speaking, when performance issues are really bad, I feel like, as far as Steam reviews go, the people that are really upset by it are gonna leave reviews, which they're totally in the right to do, and I would be very upset about a port like this. But the reality of the situation is, a lot of people just buy these games and they're okay with dipping down to 25 frames per second, and that is completely playable to them. But I understand, for a lot of you guys, like, what is this 25 frames per second nonsense? I'm dipping to 22 frames during cutscenes. I think I dipped down to sub 20, like 18 frames per second, especially during some of the cutscenes. And I've heard some people have really good experiences in Kobo as far as performance goes. In Kobo, there are times where the performance was just atrocious for me, especially when I land at Kobo off the Mantis. That's when performance seems to get really bad. Obviously, when you're in tighter corridors, it's a little bit better, but yeah, like when in the open field, like, bro, forget about hitting 60 frames per second. That is a pipe dream. At least before this patch, that was a pipe dream for me. And yeah, most people should probably just be playing this game on Epic because from what I've seen, like, it doesn't really matter in terms of lowering the settings. Like, you're not getting any more frames from what I've seen, especially if you have higher end hardware. You know, the game itself is so good, guys. Like, I'm trying to assess this game with the performance issues in mind and without the performance issues in mind. If there was no performance issues, very likely that this game would be a contender for my game of the year right now. Obviously, we're super early in the year. Resident Evil 4 Remake, I think, is still my favorite game of the year. But Jedi Survivor, without the performance issues, I think would be right up there. And I think for those of you guys that haven't bought the game, I know some of you guys are probably just gonna be like, yo, I don't want to support these publishers that just roll out broken products on release. But if you're okay with supporting it, again, what I would recommend is $70, no mas on that. As far as a game with this kind of performance issues, wait 6 months, wait a year, you're gonna get it for $30 or less, and at that point, fingers crossed that the performance issues are fixed, and at that point, the game is very much gonna be worth it, because there's a lot of good stuff in this game. It's so much bigger than Jedi Fallen Order. The combat's still really good. The narrative is super compelling, and I'm not a big Star Wars guy, and I was still found the narrative really good, but yes, I completed the game. Would I have spent $70 on it? Probably, but I would have refunded the game if it was running the way it did. I have to thank EA for providing me a copy of this game, but if you're not getting provided copies of games, like, I think they had a promotion where Jedi Survivor was also being bundled with, like, AMD stuff. So if you got it that way, okay, I get it. And if you're the hardest of hardcore Star Wars fan, I do see people, I mean, there's a lot of people still playing the game. That's just like the reality, and that's probably why bad PC versions are going to continue to exist. And I saw a tweet from a developer, I forget the Twitter account off the top of my head, and I understand where they were coming from the sense that, okay, in-house, when you're developing a game, you're testing it on a variety of rigs, but then you're ultimately releasing the game to the public, and then a lot of new issues are gonna arise. I understand that to an extent, but I do not believe for 1 second that Jedi Survivor was tested in those in-house respawn rigs, and everybody was like, oh, bro, this game's running so well. Like, the QA testing, everyone was like, bro, this is great. Let's release this. There's no problem with this. And then ultimately, oh, no, what happened? It was running so great in-house. When a game is this bad, like, as far as performance goes, I don't believe that for a freaking second, that this game was running well on all the Respawn computers, and then ultimately, oh no, 8 billion different computer variations are what caused it. You guys are on Windows 10, that's what caused it. Oh no, you guys have you're bottlenecking with your lower end CPU with your higher end GPU. Get the hell out of here with that. I understand, like, minor bugs and, like, even major bugs, but, like, this seems to be a wide array of people, and even the people that say that they're really liking this game on PC, they will even acquiesce to the fact that they are having performance issues. Like, I have not talked to a single person, not one person, that played this game on PC and hasn't had some sort of issues. I've talked to people that have liked the game on PC because the game itself is really good, but everybody I've talked to has had some sort of performance issue. So I don't buy that for a second that, oh, the game was working great in-house, but then when it was released to everybody, the train wreck occurred. But, you know, I don't know jack all about game development, but to me, that just sounds a little bit crazy. And I understand that with PCs, like, I get the idea of there's this multitude array of different hardware configurations, and on console, it's just one static hardware setup outside of, you know, Series S and X, but that's only two. You have literally 3 different consoles to develop for, where on PC, there is all of these different configurations, but still, issues to this extent, if they occur, I mean, at that point, like, you're releasing, like, arguably a broken product, so, yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Hopefully the updates continue to roll out. Hopefully we get this update's issues fixed as far as stuck downloads crashing and all that stuff, because once this game is totally fixed up, 6 to 9 months, once it's down to $35 or less, it's gonna be worth a buy. It's a really good game. Just the performance issues are an abomination. This is legitimately one of the worst PC ports I've seen of all time, and I've seen Arkham Knight, guys! I've seen Arkham Knight! So that'll do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.